ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we have a lot of news this week, and the first big piece of news is actually related to ASMR and Nintendo. So Nintendo, in the past week, released a special sounds trailer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a new marketing advertisement for the Nintendo Switch, and this commercial is awesome because it's entirely ASMR. All the sounds, all the noises are actual ASMR triggers from nature areas in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I highly recommend checking it out. This is actually one of the first Nintendo commercials to actually even acknowledge ASMR as a concept or something, so this is great. ASMR is getting more and more popular every day that goes by, so I would like to see more video game companies do advertisements like this. I believe Darksiders 3 actually had an ASMR commercial as well. The Super Bowl, if any of you watch football, the Super Bowl had a ASMR commercial as well. So it seems like more and more companies are trying to incorporate ASMR elements just because it's starting to get really, really popular. So definitely check out this Legend of Zelda commercial. It's on the official Nintendo channel here on YouTube, and it's just a really enjoyable commercial, so definitely check that out. Next piece of news is actually still related to the Legend of Zelda series. So a rumor came out that The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is not the only Zelda game that's going to be coming out this year. According to this rumor, there is a second Legend of Zelda game planned to be released this year. So a lot of people are speculating about this, a lot of Nintendo and Zelda fans in particular. They're thinking that maybe it's an enhanced or sequel to Hyrule Warriors, or some kind of Legend of Zelda spin-off game, because it's not possible that Nintendo will release two big main Zelda games in the same year. That's honestly not really a thing that Nintendo does. They did that with the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Seasons back on the Game Boy Color, but that was only because those games were basically the same story but told from two different points of view with different characters, different dungeons and stuff like that. Kind of like how Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, offer different Pokemon, different experiences, but they're basically the same kind of storyline. I don't know, it's kind of tough to explain. The Oracle of Ages and Seasons Zelda games were fantastic, but yeah. So there's potentially another Zelda game coming out this year. It hasn't been announced yet. Hopefully Nintendo reveals what it is. Maybe it's another Link's crossbow training game that came out on the Wii. Maybe they're making a sequel to that or something. But it could even be a port of an older game. Maybe they're porting, Skyward Sword HD to the Nintendo Switch or something. So either way, I'm really happy, and I can't wait to see what Nintendo announces. Next, we have some Apex Legends news. So apparently, Apex Legends has reached a new milestone of 50 million players. So congratulations to Respawn. They must be extremely happy about this. 50 million players is a lot. Tons of multiplayer games would kill to have that number of players. amazing. Let's see if they make it to 100 or 150. And then they're going to be getting close to Fortnite. So that's going to be interesting to see if Apex Legends can continue to grow until they reach Fortnite levels of fame. But yeah, 50 million. They announced it this last week that they just crossed this milestone. So can't wait to see what Apex Legends does in the future if more people start playing the game and if they just continue to be a very popular experience for players. And speaking of Apex Legends, Respawn recently teased the upcoming Battle Pass and a new character that will be arriving in the game. So next week, the first Battle Pass for Apex Legends should be coming out. So they're going to start having, I guess, seasons kind of like Fortnite, kind of like Realm Royale, where you're going to be able to earn things in like a battle pass of sorts. So this is going to be for Apex Legends. And additionally, they are going to be offering a brand new character called Octane. So Octane's a brand new character. He was apparently leaked a while ago in some artwork, but yeah, now it's basically been confirmed, and Octane is going to be releasing in Apex Legends by the end of next week, or so we hope. So that's going to be cool. I love all these updates they're doing to Apex Legends. I'm still really bad at the game, but I really like the community, and the game is a lot of fun to play. Next, we have a piece of news for the Xbox One. So this was a rumor a while ago, if any of you remember when I talked about it, but there is a Xbox One S model that comes without a disc slot. That was rumored a while ago, a few months ago, and it keeps popping up every few weeks. Well, apparently, according to a new rumor now, this Xbox is 100% confirmed, and it is coming out in May. And May is the release date, so Microsoft have not officially announced May to be the release date for this new Xbox One model. But according to this leak, their information has been trustworthy in the past. So yeah, it seems like we're going to be getting a new Xbox One S model in May that will not be able to read games off a disc, and it's going to be much cheaper than other versions of the Xbox. So let's say you want to play Fortnite on your Xbox One and you don't really care about playing games from discs because you just download games. Well, this is the Xbox model for you because it's going to have an internal hard drive, and you can buy games from the Microsoft, shop for your Xbox. And yeah, you won't need to, actually buy games at a store and put the discs in. I personally, prefer having games on a disc just because you can trade them with friends or let them borrow a game or something like that. But it's going to be much cheaper. We don't know if it's going to be $100 or $200 cheaper than the current Xbox One S model. But if that's the case, this is probably going to be a big seller come the holiday season this year. So can't wait to hear more news about this system. And speaking of Xbox One, something strange was spotted on the Xbox One dashboard this week. So apparently a bunch of Nintendo characters appeared on the Xbox dashboard for Mixer this week. So a lot of people were like, what are Nintendo characters doing on the Xbox One, dashboard area for Mixer? And they quickly removed this after some people started noticing, but this kind of further adds fuel to the fire, the rumor that's been going around that Microsoft and Nintendo are planning to do something big together with Xbox Live and Game Pass. So this could mean that Nintendo is going to allow streaming of their games on Mixer, both on like the Nintendo Switch and on the Xbox One in some way. So, nothing's been confirmed yet, but more leaks like this are popping up every day, so I bet there's going to be a big announcement at E3 this year. Next, we have some very dangerous news for Anthem on the PlayStation 4. So, as y'all remember, last week I talked about Anthem and how the reviews have been quite poor. The community seems to be enjoying it. There are people that enjoy the game. There are a lot of people that really hate the game. But apparently an issue has come out this week about the PlayStation 4 version of Anthem. And yeah, this is crazy. Apparently the game causes the PlayStation 4 to crash and actually corrupt data, like system files. And people are reporting destroyed save data, loss of games, errors in the system files for their PlayStation 4 due to data corruption when the system crashes and turns off. So yeah, Sony is officially offering refunds for anyone on PlayStation 4 that bought Anthem off their PlayStation Network store, because this is a very big deal for them. It's crazy. So yeah, if you have Anthem on your PlayStation 4, be very careful because the game can corrupt your system, and it doesn't seem like EA is trying to do anything, update the game in some way to fix these problems. The developers have acknowledged these issues, but they're still working on a fix. So, wow, this is actually the first PlayStation 4 game in history since the launch of the system to actually crash the console and corrupt the OS, the operating system of the PlayStation 4. So it's a very, very serious problem that needs to be fixed fast. Next, we have some funny news. A leaked image appeared this week about the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie that's being made. I'm sure some of you have seen images of this movie online, but a leaked image came out showing how Sonic is going to look like in this movie. Now, this is just a rumored image. It's not been confirmed by Sega as of right now, I don't think. Maybe they have confirmed it, but this could be just a fan, recreation in Photoshop or something. Who knows? It does look very, very bad, but yeah, this is how Sonic the Hedgehog is apparently going to be looking in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And the Sonic community just went crazy. There's lots of memes, people making fun of the picture. Even the creator of the Sonic the Hedgehog character in games, Yuji Naka, over in Japan, posted a tweet, I believe, criticizing how Sonic the Hedgehog looks like in the movie. How he looks nothing like Sonic at all. So he seems to be very disappointed about this whole problem as well. And yeah, I'm probably going to see this movie at the theater just because if it's good, I'll have a good time, and if it's bad, I'll probably laugh at how bad it is. But either way, I'm going to see it. It looks really bad. There's no way to put it. It does not look like Sonic the Hedgehog at all. And I really, really hope that this image is fake and that we get a Sonic that looks more like the Sonic from the actual, games, but it doesn't seem like that is going to happen. So this is going to be a very meme-worthy movie probably when it releases. Next, Hideo Kojima, director of the Metal Gear Solid series and a lot of other great games when he was working at Konami, now has his own company, Kojima Productions, and yeah, he is working on a brand new game called Death Stranding, which was announced a few years ago. People have been hyped ever since the first announcement, and he just announced recently, in the past week, that the game has been delayed. They just need to work on fixing some problems, and the game is moving along smoothly, but they just need some more time to finish development. So it's understandable. Some people are a little bit disappointed. They were expecting a release possibly early or sometime in the middle of this year, but this new announcement means that we might not even see it at the end of the year. We still need to get a release date for Death Stranding, but I'm perfectly fine with waiting. Hideo Kojima makes great games, so you do not want to rush him and just let him finish the game, and it usually is a masterpiece, so can't wait to play his game, and I will wait for him to finish it. Devil May Cry 5 released this week, and so far the reviews have been extremely positive for Devil May Cry 5. People are calling it one of the best, hack and slash character action games on the PlayStation 4, on the Xbox One, and on PC. I read that on PC right now, on Steam, it is the third biggest concurrently played game of all time on Steam. Tons and tons of people right now are all playing the game at once, and it's in third place according to Steam records or something like that. So that is insane. There are a lot of fans of this game out there. Really good game. You should definitely pick it up or try the demo if you've never played a Devil May Cry game. There is a demo on the Xbox and PlayStation 4. There's an easy mode if you don't want to play on the harder difficulty, so it's very accessible to everyone. Great music, character, story, but everyone is there mostly for the gameplay, which is super fun and enjoyable. So very happy to see that the game has gotten good reviews, and I am sure Capcom is very happy as well. They were a little bit worried how this game was going to do, but I think the fan base just proved that they really care about the Devil May Cry series and they will support the good games. Next, PlayStation 4 got a system update this week, which allows remote play to iOS devices. So if you have a MacBook, iPhone, and iPad, it has to be a recent one. You can't be using the iPhone 4 for this, but if you have a recent iPhone, iPad, or MacBook, you're actually able to remote play your PlayStation 4 games on your devices with the PlayStation 4 controller, as long as you have an internet connection. So technically you could be outside, on the bus, on the train, in your car, with your iPad or MacBook or iPhone, and using your PlayStation 4 controller to play Fortnite while your PlayStation 4 is at home. There are video tutorials how to do this right now on YouTube. A lot of people are excited, and yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe Sony has allowed this. People have been asking for this for a while now, and I guess they just decided to officially release this to everyone, so this is great news. So if any of you want to play some PlayStation 4 games at school on your iPhone, now you can do that. Just make sure you have a good internet connection, because the speeds need to be pretty high to maintain a decent quality for the game that you're playing in. The remote play uses a lot of data, so be sure to check that out before you actually do this whole thing. But anyway, it's a really nice feature, so I'm glad Sony did it. So the PlayStation 2 this week turned 19 years old. So yes, 19 years ago the PlayStation 2 released. It's the birthday of one of the, I'd say, possibly greatest video game systems of all time. The PlayStation 2 was crazy when it came out, and there are people that still play their PlayStation 2 every day. People still buy PlayStation 2 games. It was a phenomenon around the world. Just how popular the PlayStation 2 was, it was crazy. So yeah, happy birthday to the PlayStation PlayStation 2, you had great games. And wow, I should probably play some PlayStation 2 games on the channel because there are a lot of great PlayStation 2 games that I would like to play. Can't believe it's been 19 years. And last piece of news is for the Nintendo Switch. So 2 Nintendo 64 games are going to be releasing on the Switch. So people are very excited about this because it potentially opens the door to more Nintendo 64 games coming out on the Switch. Maybe Super Mario 64, who knows. But the 2 games that are coming out right now are Turok and Turok 2. And both of these games are getting like re-released on the Switch with new graphics, I believe, new enhancements, stuff like that, new features. The Turok games are pretty crazy if you like shooters. These were considered pretty good for the time when they came out. They're a lot of fun because you have like monsters and dinosaurs and stuff like that in the games. So they're very different from like modern shooters, which take place usually in like modern times or in the future against aliens and stuff like that. The Turok games usually deal with like prehistoric enemies and stuff like that, so they're kind of entertaining and fun. The games have kind of like a cult following. The fan base is like pretty strong, even though the games aren't that great. There are a lot of people that did enjoy playing them at the time, so I'm pretty sure they're going to do very well once they re-release on the Nintendo Switch. I might actually check it out as well. I feel like playing some Turok 2. But anyway, that is all the news for this week. I hope you all found this video relaxing. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite piece of news was, or if you listened or watched the video. Always enjoy reading comments on these videos, and if you want to support the channel, you can help the channel out on patreon.com/ASMRGaming, where with as little as $1 a month, you can help support the channel and get videos like this one made, so it means a lot. And anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you all next time. Thanks again for watching, and so long, and farewell.